So I'm going to start backwards a sec. One minute. Am I recording? Right, yeah. Right, I'm going to start backwards. After this, you're going to see me unpack these and do the test and stuff. But really quickly, before I do that, I've just read that someone mentioned, and if you're watching this, you might know who you are. Someone was like scared of using inks, and it just made me think. I've just recorded this video, and I thought, well, hang on a minute. Why don't still buy your inks and stuff, and you know. But I was thinking this is a really fun, cheap way of breaking into experimenting with inks and stuff. I mean, they might not react exactly like your inks, but it's a good way to play with colour, to see what colour does, and to see how, I guess, to break into or break past that scared feeling, you know, that feeling of trepidation about how to use inks. Yeah, you can buy some cheap watercolor paper, or you can buy any kind of cheap paper that takes wet medium, and just play around and see how you do. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Hey everyone, so I was recommended these Pip-Squeaks mini markers by Crayola, and I haven't tried them yet. I was waiting to do a video because I just thought, well, I might as well just share it with people who are interested in buying new art supplies. And I saw a big massive pack of 40, I think it was something like that anyway, and it was in Hobbycraft, and it was quite cheap. But when I was so I kind of put it on the back burner for a little while, and then where was I? I was in B&M Bargains, and I saw these for £2.99. So I thought, well, I'll give them a go. There's 14, and I mean, these would be just great for journaling anyway. The place that I heard them from, the lady was doing something on, yeah, she was doing I'm going to shut the window because you can hear my neighbours. A course on travel journaling, urban sketching. So she was going through all the different things that you could use. So I'm just really intrigued what these are like. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so they are washable. I don't know, I've never really used Crayola in anything. So if I see, I'm just putting someone down on the acetate. This is total experimentation for me because these are washable, they're obviously movable. So this is watercolor paper, so I've just scribbled directly onto the paper just to see what it would be like. It doesn't really move that much there like that. But if I do this, that is very cool. This is a new for me because I've never actually thought before of getting cheap markers like this. I mean, Crayola are really quite good apparently. They're a good name anyway, and I'm sure loads of people watching are using Crayola in their art. They're new, so the lids are really stuck. Let's try this one. Okay, they're so cute. Small size, big colour, so they are quite pigmented. I think I'm just going to have to get quite a lot down. That's drying really nice on the watercolour paper. But I just want to, let me zoom you in. I want to build up my collection of art supplies so that it's not going to be too, I want to have a variation, you know, and build it up so it's not mega expensive. Obviously I want to buy myself some really nice watercolours and stuff and paints, especially acrylics. That's a really good colour. But I also want to build up lots of different things to take with me on, I do want to do some kind of not urban sketching necessarily. I want to do some more journaling on the go. So something like these, which are really small, are fantastic. So it just helps me to know how they work by doing this video, sharing it with you, so then you know what they're like as well. I'm just not getting my brush completely saturated, just enough to pick up the colour. Just really interesting colours. because they're drying really, really nicely. And then let me just do a couple more. I want to get to the pinks actually in a minute. So there's yellow. This is really bright yellow. I might actually go and speed up the process. Oh wow, that's a real neon yellow. That's not even like a lemon yellow or anything. It's like a real neon. Does it say on here what the colours are? Okay, so it says Little Lemon, but it's like, it's quite neon actually. It's very neon, which isn't a bad thing. You don't have to use them like this, you can just use them what they're meant for. To do, you can use them for doodling and all sorts and whatever. It's just, I really like testing out colours like this. This is interesting. Okay, this is teal. Excellent. Let's see what teal's like. I'm loving how they're drying. Like, they go down one, like they go on the paper one colour and they seem to dry completely different. They're drying, I mean obviously it's watercolour paper, and I might test this out on something like Tomoe River paper, which I use in my journaling. And I've got some that, I don't know how you pronounce, like that cotton rag paper as well. That'll be interesting. Okay, now we're into the blues. Yeah, it helps if your brush isn't too saturated, otherwise you'll lose the colour, like you'll water it down. Now we're into the pinks. This one is Raspberry Squirt. They're very transparent, these colours. They're drying beautifully transparent. In fact, I wonder what it would be like if I get my... That's a really nice colour. Because these testing markers and different art supplies, you're like going on a journey of discovery for yourself, and you learn new things. Now, if somebody, me personally, I would never have considered using these until somebody, an artist mentioned it. She uses them for like just doodles, but I thought, well, I wondered how they would look if you did do this. And then by doing this, I might discover colours that I don't have in any other medium. So I might not have these in any watercolours, and if I'm out and about or doing some kind of artwork and I need a colour, one of these colours in, or I'd like to include one of these colours in that project, then I will go for these. So it's just nice to have that extended colour palette. This is going to be quite light, I think. Yeah, it's nice to have that extended colour palette. It's really nice. Yeah, they're really nice and transparent. I don't really like browns, but I'll just test one brown anyway. Don't use a lot of browns in my work at all. I want to mix a couple of colours though as well, so I'll do that in a second. So as you can see, yeah, they're lovely and transparent. Let's, before I finish, mix a couple of colours. Let's do red and blue. we'll do the darker blue. Not too much. You have to play around with the how much of each colour, because I've never mixed these before, so I don't know how they mix. Oh, that's good. That's really cool. This colour's brilliant. Okay, and then we can do let's see what kind of, oh, this is that neon, isn't it? I was just thinking it was yellow. Let's see what this pink looks like. Just do this all day. So it mixes like a peach colour. Alright, okay, so let's do just intrigue. Okay, let's just put some colour down here. So some teal. Okay, let's try a bit of some pink. And some blue. Let's do this blue. Yep. Spray the colours so they mix. Oh, look at that. It looks really good. Look at that. Oh, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Probably won't. And then let's put the paper directly onto it like that and see what happens. Oh, this is awesome. Love it. Look at that. I love the fact that because I'm using acetate, I can see where the colour's going. Oh, wow. All right, let's see how that dries. They are quite light colours, to be fair. Awesome. Right, I'm going to see how that dries, and then quickly, let me just grab some Tomo River paper, because that is my go-to for journaling, and I will probably... hang on. Let's do some... I actually have rice paper. Which is like tissue paper, but you get a softer colour. So if I use this, I am going to get a softer colour. Let's use this little scruffy bit. Might just go directly onto the... When you wet rice paper, straight away it just saturates. I really should put my mat down. You know what? I think I will quickly. Right. So you'll see that you will get a softer, you should get a softer colour with that. I'm just going to use the top part of this tissue paper. So let's do red. If I go directly onto it, let me move if I put water on. Yeah, it does a bit. I don't think it's going to work like that. I should really double this up. Let's do... Let's put a bit of purple on the end. And then spray it. And just put the... I love how, do you know, that's going to dry beautifully, and I love how you how these just soak all the colour up. Okay, and then just do one for this tissue paper. I can see that yellow. Oops. Awesome. Obviously I only put a little bit down because I just wanted to see how it would turn out. I'd need to dry that. Let me just dry it quickly. Okay, so you can see what I mean by a softer colour on the rice paper. In fact, let me show you. This is all rice paper. And I was testing out these colours here. These were just watercolours. And then compared, which I've ripped up, these I've ripped up. This is tissue paper. And when you compare it to, they are quite bolder, sharper, I guess. But there's a softer look on the rice paper. And you could, once this is dry, you could cut it out and you can use gel medium and paste it onto your work. But it is, it's not really, unless anyone out there knows what else. I mean, I know it's for drawing, calligraphy and stuff, but if there's any other way that people do use rice paper to incorporate it into their art, let me know, because so far it's not really something that I would go to. I was just intrigued, so I thought I'd try it, and I love the soft look. So I've got it in my stash now, so I might use it later on for something that's just there. But tissue paper definitely is my go-to for pasting down, journaling. Just love that soft look. Okay, and this is the, let's move them out. That's the tissue paper. Like a butterfly. It's come out really nicely. So yeah, they're the markers. They are, oh no, just spilled everything everywhere. Yeah, they're a really nice soft colour. And it's really interesting to have. I'll probably do a proper swatch later and write down the names, but I love this. The colour that I've got here, it's like a luminous sort of colour. They're transparent, yet they're, oh, I don't know what you would call it, they're pigmented, but they're very luminous in colour. And then they are unlike anything that I have, and I would be interested in mixing a couple more colours, to be honest. So before I go, I think I would be interested in trying this orange. I really love how it's dried. The orange, that is the teal, isn't it? Let's just try it before I go. I'm really intrigued. This teal and that one. That's the pink, isn't it? These three colours I love. Let's turn the watercolor paper over. Do kind of want them to mix as well. Well, it'll mix anyway when you put it down. And let's see. Should have used my mat. Just leave it to soak into the paper. Zoom in. Love how it's mixing there. Let's lift it off. Oh, I just splattered myself. Oh man. I'm going to look in the mirror before I go out. It's a good job it's washable. This would actually be really interesting to use maybe, I don't know, maybe I could use it on a jelly plate. Maybe acetate's not really, it's just the only thing that I had. I was just curious. That's on my table. I need to get a new cover for this table because this is white, obviously, but it's one of those wiped down mats. But it's, yeah, it's getting to the point now where there's stuff that's not coming off at all. Maybe I should just get it really messy and see what it looks like a rainbow or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's dried really well. Actually, this reminds me of the Distress Oxides, these, and how they dry. I'm going to leave that and then see how that dries. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. $2.99, you can't go wrong. Having that in your stash, I've got a really lovely case to put them in. Show you. This has been sitting on my desk for a while. Oh, let's zoom you out. Yeah, and it's perfect for my markers. So yeah, I'm trying to be really good with my storage. Put them in there. I know I can get more of these colours, but they're just really handy, you know, to have, aren't they? To have like really good collection of different colours. Okay, I totally forgot to do Tomo River paper. 1 second, I have some here. Let me just get this out. Okay. I got so carried away with that tissue paper and that rice paper that I forgot to, do you know what, I don't care about this thing behind it now. I'm just giving up on it. Right, I'm just going to do a couple of colours. Just get them down on here, otherwise it's going to be a really long video. Or boring, I don't know. Don't know if anyone's switched off now. So do a couple of the pinks because they're my favourite colour. Can you see I gravitate towards the warms? Let's do a cool colour, blue. I've got to stop. Hang on. Yeah, I've got to make sure you can see what I'm doing. It's ridiculous. Okay, tissue. Okay, the pink. Just love how watercolours and stuff goes down on this paper. And I love how it goes all crinkly. Oh, and I wonder as well, this is another good point, how it dries to write on. Yeah, if you're using Tomo River paper, experimenting with that, then it's a good way to find out how something dries, because it's not textured paper as such, you know, it's not bumpy like watercolour paper, so when it dries you'll be able to feel the true texture of whatever it is, medium you've used, and how it's dried. Just mix those up. Love those colours. There you go. Quickly dry that, 1 second. I really love the fact that they're drying pastel-y. They really are like pastel colours. That blue. Do you know, I really want to see what that teal's like on this paper. It's dried more like, depends how much water you use really, but it's quite smooth on here, but here you can see like the movement of the brush and everything, which is really good. That is such a nice colour. They really are like pastels. I'm a really big fan of bright colours, but I love as well pastel colours. And again, yeah, I know I said this before. It reminds me of the Distress Oxide, not how the texture of how they dry, but the colour, if that makes sense, the pastel sort of colour. I keep losing everything. Oh, no. Okay, yellow. I think I'm getting a bolder colour on here. In fact, let's see as well. Does it move? That's something else. This video is going to be forever. Does it move? It's washable and it barely moves. Tiny bit. Okay, yeah, it's moving here. It moves, but not loads. So yeah, these are lovely soft colours. I'm really pleased that I got them. Only $2.99. That's so cool. I can see myself, yeah, and they've dried, like there's no texture or anything there. I can just write on here easy enough. Teal. Yeah, love it. Okay, they are the Pip-Squeaks. I'm really tempted now to get more of a colour palette, so even though I think it was the 40 pack, I need to double check, that you can get. I'm going to see what other colours are in that. But obviously I've mixed some here. I've not done like loads, obviously, but I might mix some more. But these are beautiful. I'm so happy I got them. Okay, I'll go now. And if you have any questions, I've already done this bit, and I've totally forgot to do this for my river paper. So if you have any questions, pop them below. I will remember to pop in the link as well, where you can get these from. But obviously, if you just pop into Google, in Google search engine, you'll be able to find it, because it depends where you live, obviously. But I might put the link for the 40 pack in Hobbycraft, because I think they're only £9.99. But B&M, B&M is not something you can order from online. I don't think. It's like a bargain UK shop. So it's one of those things where you just have to. You never really know what you're going to get in there. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Until next time.